The wind blew softly across the empty fields. A small, broken farmhouse stood alone under the dark sky. Inside, a man named Alex Carter sat in his workshop. His tools were scattered around, and an old radio played static in the background. Alex was fixing a broken drone, his only hobby after leaving the city. He looked at the clock. 12:03 a.m. Another quiet night, he muttered. But then a knock. Soft, slow, unnatural. Alex froze. He lived miles from anyone. No one should be here at this hour. The knock came again. Then a whisper through the door. If I don't match, I'll die tonight. I beg you, human. Alex stood up slowly. He reached for his flashlight and walked toward the door. His heart was beating fast. Who's there? He called out. No answer. Just silence. He opened the door slowly and gasped. A woman stood there, glowing faintly under the moonlight. Her skin was silver blue. Her eyes were large, glowing white. She looked human but not fully. She was an alien. Her body trembled. Her eyes were full of fear. She took one weak step forward and whispered again. Please, let me in. I don't want to die. Alex didn't know what to do, but something in her voice felt real. She was scared, hurt, desperate. Come in, he said finally. She collapsed in his arms. Inside, Alex laid her on his couch. She was cold to the touch. Her breathing was fast. He grabbed a blanket and wrapped her. What happened to you? She opened her eyes slowly. No time. I'm being hunted. If I don't match, they'll find me. What do you mean by match? He asked. She looked at him, pain in her voice. It's a bond, a link between minds. It hides me from them. Alex blinked. You want to link minds with me? She nodded weakly. You're the only one here, the only one who can save me. He stepped back, confused. This couldn't be real. But then he noticed something strange. Her skin was changing color, from silver blue to pale gray. She was weakening fast. I don't understand, he said. Why me? Why are they after you? She tried to sit up. I escaped. They kill my kind if we stay unbonded. Matching creates a shield. They can't track us if I bond with someone. Alex looked around nervously. Who's they? She looked toward the window. Hunters. Biotrackers. They're machines. And alive. They smell fear. Suddenly, the radio turned to static again. The lights flickered. The woman gasped. They're near. Alex rushed to the door and locked it. He grabbed his old rifle from the wall. He hadn't used it in years. We need to leave, he said. No, she replied. Too late. Then, a soft sound came from outside, like metal wings cutting through the air. Alex looked through the window. A small black drone hovered above the barn. This red eye blinked once. Then again. The woman stood up, her glow returning for a moment. If we don't match now, I die. And then they'll come for you too. Alex stared at her. Everything felt insane. But deep down, he knew she wasn't lying. What do I have to do? She held out her hand. Her palm had a soft light in the center. Touch my hand. Close your eyes. Think of something you love. Something that gives you peace. Alex slowly touched her hand. It was warm now. He closed his eyes. He thought of his mother's voice, her singing when he was a child. Suddenly, a bright blue light burst around them. A wave of warmth flowed through Alex's mind. He felt her thoughts, her fear, her loneliness, her pain. But the connection broke suddenly. The light faded. She stumbled back. No, it didn't work. Alex looked at her. Why not? You don't trust me fully, she said. The match needs honesty, emotion. A loud thud shook the house. The front door creaked. Alex turned toward it, heart pounding. Something was inside. The front door creaked. Wood cracked. Alex raised his old rifle, aiming at the shadows. But nothing stepped in. Silence. Then, the smell. Burnt metal. Oil. Blood. Zyra, the alien woman, whispered. They sent a scout. A biohunter. It's already inside. Alex's hands shook. Where is it? She closed her eyes. I can hear it, crawling. It's above us. He looked up. The ceiling bulged slightly, then something dropped behind him. A metallic creature, black, spider-like, with glowing green eyes, landed on the floor. Its legs moved like blades. It screeched. Alex fired once. Sparks flew. The bullet barely slowed it down. Zyra raised her hand. Her palm glowed, but her energy flickered. "I'm too weak without the match," she said. The creature lunged. Alex grabbed Zyra and ran to the basement, slamming the metal door behind them. The basement was cold and dark. Shelves lined the walls. Old wires, tools, batteries, and dust. Zyra fell to the ground, coughing. "It knows we failed. The match didn't work." Alex lit a small lamp. He looked at her. Glowing eyes dim, skin pale, breath short. "Tell me what matching really means," he said. "No more secrets." Zyra sat up slowly. "Matching isn't just a bond. It's a shield of shared will, a fusion of minds. My people used it to survive. Alone, we're easy to track. But bonded to intelligent life, like you, we become invisible to hunters." Alex frowned. "So it's not romantic?" She laughed softly. "No, it's about trust. Deep connection. You must see me, and I must see you. All of you." He looked away. "I don't even know myself." She placed her glowing hand near his heart. "Then let me see for you." She guided him into a sitting position. They sat face to face. "Close your eyes," she whispered. "Breathe. Let go." Alex obeyed. The room faded. He felt a strange warmth, like floating in light. Then images, memories. His mother, her laughter, his father walking out, his old dog running in the snow. The day he quit the city job. The silence of this house. Then Zyra's memories. Her planet, filled with silver forests and floating islands. Her people dancing in circles of light. Then war, fire, screams, machines burning everything. Escape, loneliness. They saw each other. He felt her fear, her guilt, her strength. She felt his sadness, his isolation, his strange kindness. Their minds touched and held. The room around them pulsed with blue light. Zyra opened her eyes. "Now," she said softly, "you understand. This is the beginning of the match." Suddenly, they heard something. Scraping. The metal door above was being torn apart. The hunter was coming. Zyra stood up. Her glow was stronger now. "We have a partial bond. It will hide us for a moment." She placed a small disc on the floor. It opened into a floating orb. "Get in," she said. "It's a pod," Alex asked. "A jump ball. It moves through space in short bursts." "To where?" "Anywhere but here." The door exploded open above them. The hunter roared. Zyra pulled Alex into the orb. It closed. A flash of blue, and they were gone. Darkness, then light, then gravity flipped. Alex screamed as the jump orb slammed into the ground. The shell cracked open. Dust filled his lungs. He rolled out coughing, eyes burning. "Where are we?" Zyra crawled beside him, bruised but alive. Her skin flickered with pulses of silver light. She looked up. "Desert. Your world. South of where we were." The orb was damaged in the jump. Alex sat up and saw red sand stretching for miles. Dead trees. Broken rocks. A massive canyon ahead. Above, the sky was dark orange. Sunrise was near. Zyra closed her eyes and whispered, "We're not safe. The bond is still weak. They can find us." Alex stood up slowly. "Then we keep moving." They walked along the edge of the canyon, wind whipping sand into their faces. Zyra stumbled. Alex caught her. "You're still hurt. The match link is not complete," she said. "Without the crystal core from my ship, we cannot finish it." Alex narrowed his eyes. "Where's your ship?" Zyra pointed toward the canyon. "Buried. Somewhere below." Suddenly, a sharp beep came from Alex's arm. He looked down. His wrist had a thin glowing line, like something was under his skin. Zyra's eyes widened. "Tracker." "What?" "One of the hunters marked you when we fought." They're not after just me now. They're after you too. Alex swore under his breath. Can you remove it? Not without tools from my ship. And the ship's buried in a canyon. Zyra looked up at the rising sun. Then we climb. They slid down the rocky slope carefully, watching for movement. The deeper they went, the cooler it got. Shadows moved between rocks. Alex paused. How many are hunting you? Zyra looked at him. Now? All of them. Suddenly, a distant metallic howl echoed through the canyon. Alex turned pale. That didn't sound human. It's not, she said. It's a signal. They've picked up your tracker. They ran. Through narrow rock paths. Over broken metal fragments. Zyra stopped beside a cliff wall. Her hand glowed. She pressed it to the rock, and a hidden panel opened. Inside was a narrow tunnel, lit by faint alien lights. My ship, she whispered. It crashed here weeks ago. They slipped inside. The interior was dark, humming with dying energy. Strange machines lined the walls. Holograms blinked weakly. Alex stared. It's like a museum from another universe. Zyra touched a crystal in the center of the ship. Pulsed. This is the core. With this, we can complete the match. But what happens to me? He asked. If we finish it? You'll carry part of me forever, she said. Some of my thoughts, some of my pain, and some of my strength. Alex looked into her glowing eyes. Do it, he said. She placed the crystal on his chest. It melted into light. Alex gasped as his mind exploded with visions. Stars being born, alien words, her childhood, her fall to earth, the fear, the loneliness. Then his own face, seen through her memories. The bond deepened. Their minds touched and merged. A final pulse of energy blasted through the ship. But outside, something had already landed. A second hunter stepped out of a pod, taller, faster, and more deadly. It scanned the canyon, then roared. It had found them. Dark water. Alex was floating in it or maybe falling. But he wasn't wet. He looked down. There was no ground, just stars below him, and above, a silver forest glowing in the dark. He tried to breathe, but there was no air, no pain either, only silence. Then a voice echoed in his mind. Don't fight it, Alex. You're inside me now. He turned. Zyra was floating beside him, eyes glowing bright blue, her hair waving like it was underwater. What is this? A memory space, she said. Part of the match. We're diving into my mind and yours. Why? Because the enemy out there is stronger than both of us, she said. But if we understand each other, we become stronger together. Suddenly, the stars blinked out. A new scene formed around them, sharp, fast, loud. They were standing in the middle of a burning city. Alien towers crashed down. People screamed. Machines walked through fire, shooting beams of energy. Alex looked around, stunned. This was my home, Zyra said. The day it fell. She reached out and touched a floating memory. A young Zyra, holding her little brother's hand, running through the flames. I failed him, she whispered. I escaped. He didn't. Alex felt her guilt, her sorrow, but also her courage. The memory shattered like glass. Now they were in a new scene. A city street, old cars, rusty buildings, earth. Young Alex sat on the sidewalk, a backpack beside him, watching his father drive away. I told myself it didn't matter, Alex said. But I stopped trusting people that day. Zyra looked at him. You hide your pain behind silence. I hide mine behind missions. The scene shifted again. Now both of them were standing in a dark, cold room. There was a chair in the center. On it, a glowing tracker, still inside Alex's arm. We're running out of time, Zyra said. The signal is too strong. We need to remove the tracker now, from inside your mind. Alex took a deep breath. Do it. She raised her hand, passed through his chest like smoke. He screamed, but not from pain, from clarity. He saw every moment in his life where he had felt powerless, small, useless. And then the tracker glowed red. Zyra grabbed it with her mind. pulled. The light exploded. Suddenly, they were both thrown backward. They landed hard. But now, they were back in the real world. Inside the wrecked ship, smoke drifted from Alex's arm. The tracker was gone. He gasped, breathing heavy. Zyra smiled faintly. You did it. No, Alex said, shaking. We did. Suddenly, alarms screamed. The ship's sensors blinked red. Zyra turned toward the monitor. The new hunter was at the entrance of the canyon. It was bigger than the last one, and it had backup. Multiple red signals appeared on the screen. They're coming fast, she said. And this time, they're not alone. Alex stood up, fists clenched. Then let's finish this. Zyra looked at him. Their minds were connected now. He wasn't just a human anymore. He was her shield. And maybe something more. It was quiet. Too quiet. For a moment, Alex thought maybe they had escaped. He stood at the entrance of the crashed alien ship, staring out at the canyon. No movement. No hunters. No sound. Zyra stood beside him, eyes scanning the distant rocks. They've paused, she said. They're watching. Waiting. For what? Alex asked. She looked up. For us to go deeper. They returned inside the ship. The glow from the core crystal had grown dim. Alex followed Zyra through a long, narrow corridor lined with strange writing. The walls were smooth and silver, pulsing softly, like veins under skin. This part of the ship wasn't built for travel, she said. What was it for? Alex asked. She didn't answer. They reached a sealed door at the end. Zyra placed her hand on the panel. The door hissed open. Inside was a round chamber, filled with floating data stones, like glowing puzzle pieces. They spun slowly in the air. At the center, a holographic pedestal. This is the archive, Zyra said. My people kept our forbidden memories here. Alex raised an eyebrow. Forbidden? Zyra nodded. Some truths were too dangerous to share, even with our own kind. She stepped forward. The pedestal lit up. A hologram appeared. Not of Zyra, not of her planet, but of Earth. Alex's eyes widened. Wait, that's this planet. The hologram zoomed in. It showed human history, wars, inventions, explosions, satellites, rockets, and something else. Symbols. The same alien symbols on Zyra's ship. I don't understand, Alex said. Why is Earth in your forbidden memory vault? Zyra stared at the image. Because we've been here before. Alex turned to her. Your people visited Earth? She shook her head slowly. No, Alex. Your people visited us. The room fell silent. Zyra waved her hand, and the hologram changed. Now it showed a human in armor thousands of years ago, walking among Zyra's kind. He matched with one of us, she said. Long ago. It worked too well. What happened? He gained more than he should have. He became powerful. Too powerful. Zyra's voice was quiet now. He led our enemies. He turned our bond into a weapon. Alex backed away slightly. So humans are a threat to your kind? Zyra looked at him, her expression unreadable. We don't know. That's why Earth was marked forbidden. That's why the Council sent hunters to eliminate any unbonded survivor. Suddenly, alarms rang again. A loud thump hit the outer wall. The enemy had arrived. Zyra looked at Alex. I didn't want you to see this. I didn't want you to be afraid of yourself. Alex stepped closer to her. I'm not afraid. He placed his hand on hers. I'm angry. They came to kill you. Now they want me too. We finished the bond. All of it. Zyra's eyes glowed. The ship trembled. The data stones lit up and floated toward them, one by one, absorbing into their skin. Knowledge flowed. Power awakened. Outside, the new hunter, massive, armored, and silent, stood at the entrance of the wrecked ship. But inside, a new force was being born. Something the hunters hadn't expected. Complete, perfect match. A low rumble shook the ground. Alex looked up. Another hunter? He asked. Zyra closed her eyes, sensing something. No, she whispered. This is different. They stepped out of the shipwreck into the early morning light. Dust swirled in the canyon wind. Above them, a large black ship hovered silently, triangular in shape with no markings, except one. A small white flag, Earth's insignia. Alex's eyes widened. That's human. Military. The ship landed with a soft hiss. The ramp lowered. Out walked 5 humans, dressed in sleek, dark armor. Not army, not police. Something else. A woman led them. Late 40s, sharp eyes, no smile. Alex Carter, she said calmly. Step away from the alien. Zyra stepped in front of Alex. They're not here to help, she said. The woman raised her hand, signaling silence. We've been tracking unauthorized off-world signals, she said. This one, your friend here, is a Category 7 biohazard. Alex narrowed his eyes. She saved my life. The woman ignored him. She looked at Zyra. You are in violation of the Treaty of Silent Skies. You matched with a human without clearance. Zyra didn't move. Your treaty murdered my people. The woman's calm tone didn't change. You're dangerous. You taught one of us to use your power before centuries ago. We buried that history. You reopened it. Alex stepped forward. I don't care about your secret history. She's not the threat, you are. Another soldier raised his weapon. The woman spoke again. Alex, listen carefully. You are now considered unstable, linked to a foreign mind. But we can still help you. She reached into her pocket and pulled out a small silver disc. Step away. Place your hand on this. It will disconnect the bond. You'll survive. We'll take care of her. Zyra turned to Alex quietly. If you do this, I die. Alex looked at the disc, then at her. His heartbeat echoed in his ears. He remembered her memories, her pain, her fight. He remembered her protecting him when she was weak, and how strong she made him when he was lost. Alex looked the woman in the eyes, and stepped forward. The soldiers relaxed. He held out his hand, then slammed it into the dirt, crushing the disc. No, he said. She's under my protection now. The woman's eyes flashed cold. Very well. She snapped her fingers. The soldiers raised their weapons. Zyra grabbed Alex's arm. Run. Suddenly, the ground beneath them exploded. A pulse of blue energy burst from the canyon wall, leftover power from their bond. It knocked the soldiers back. Alex and Zyra dove behind a ridge. We can't outrun them, Alex said. What now? Zyra looked at him. Now, we show them what a full match can do. Her body began to glow, brighter than ever before. Alex's hands lit up, crackling with alien light. Their minds were one, and humanity was about to learn what that meant. Smoke, fire, screams. The canyon was no longer silent. The Earth Strike team had called for backup. Drones hovered. Black ships circled. The sky thundered with engines. From above, it looked like a war zone. But at the center, in the dust and flames, stood 2 figures. Alex Carter, Zyra of Valari, back to back, linked, glowing, alive. How many more are coming? Alex asked, breathing hard. Zyra stared at the sky. All of them. He looked at her, hand glowing blue. Then we end it here. The lead Earth agent, the cold woman from before, stepped forward. Her voice amplified through a hovering drone. Stand down, Alex. You don't know what you've become. Alex raised his hand, pulsing with Zyra's energy. I do now. They fired first. Bullets, energy rounds, sonic blasts. But the moment they hit the air around Alex and Zyra, they shattered like glass. Zyra whispered, the final match is complete. Their shield expanded, turning into a sphere of living light. It wasn't just protection. It was evolution. Alex felt it. Not just power, but understanding. He could feel the thoughts of every soldier. He could sense their fear, their orders, even their doubts. They don't want to kill us, he said. They're scared. Zyra nodded. Fear makes people dangerous. He stepped forward. The shield moved with him. Bullets melted before reaching him. You wanted a weapon, he shouted. But what you created was a warning. Then something else arrived. A massive shadow blocked the sun. A ship not Earth's, not Zyra's either. A third force. A biohunter mothership. It's them, Zyra said. They followed the signal. The hunters weren't after her anymore. They were after the hybrid, the first true final match between human and Valari. Alex looked up. Then let them come. The ground split open. Hunter units poured out. Zyra took Alex's hand. Let me guide you. Focus on what makes you human. He closed his eyes. He saw everything. His mother's smile. His father walking away. The quiet nights. The broken things he fixed. The alien who knocked on his door at midnight. His heart opened not for power, but for purpose. When he opened his eyes, the energy around them turned white-hot. Together, they rose into the air. A wave of light blasted outward, disabling drones and freezing the hunter unit's midstep. Zyra lifted her other hand, sending a signal across space to any surviving Valari. The match is real. Humanity is not our end. It is our beginning. One last hunter charged. Alex caught it with a thought. He shattered into dust. The Earth soldiers lowered their weapons. No more orders came, only silence. Zyra looked at Alex. He smiled. I think we just rewrote history. From orbit, Earth looked the same. But two new stars were visible, orbiting side by side. Light and shadow, alien and human, matched.